How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another video on overcoming retroactive jealousy. My name is Matt, and in today's video we're going to be talking about the power of the present moment. And this video is, I guess, Buddha-ish, yogi-ish, whatever you want to say. But it's big in overcoming retroactive jealousy, understanding the present moment, understanding meditation, understanding things like that. If you combine that with the steps we talk about in all the other videos, it's huge and extremely impactful. And once I learned that, once I kind of got over the limiting beliefs on meditation, because when someone first introduced me to it, I was kind of like, really? Like, I'm not a girl. I don't want to do meditation, whatever it was. But really, it changed my life, and I still do meditation at least 10 minutes a day to this day, just because it feels great. It keeps my mind more focused, so on and so forth. But meditation was a huge key in helping me overcoming retroactive jealousy and understanding the present moment and what the present moment is all about. So this is what the video is kind of going to be about, is understanding the presence and why it's so important to try to remain in the present moment as much as possible when you are suffering from retroactive jealousy. And the thing with the present moment is there's no problems in the present moment. So right now you're watching this video, right? That's all that's actually happening, is you have your eyes on a screen watching me. In my present moment, I have my eyes on a camera talking to a lens. Everything else is just in your head. Everything else is either memory of the past or anticipation of the future. So as you can see, like right now where you are, you have no problems at all. Now, maybe your anxiety is a little bit flared up because you just had an intrusive thought of retroactive jealousy of your significant other with somebody. But again, that's not in the present moment. Your mind has thought elsewhere. So it's moved out of the present moment and into something else. So it's not like you can just snap your fingers and boom, stay in the present moment. But you can do little things along the way to practice being there and practice staying in the moment, because there is no retroactive jealousy right now. That's why it's called retroactive. It's completely in the past. It's completely something that you're imagining really that's happened. Because again, the past is not real anymore. It's past only exists in our minds. Future only exists in our minds. Now is where we currently are. So if you kind of keep that in mind and understand that retroactive jealousy is just in your head and not actually happening now, maybe it'll open up your eyes a little bit more to really what's kind of going on here. So just a couple tips to help you stay present. Again, you're not going to be able to do this 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to start out. But if you're able to do this just a couple minutes a day, it's going to get so much better. Like it's going to grow so much on you. When you get to that point of being in the present moment, your anxiety and everything subsides, your nervous system goes down, you get out of your head and more into the physical. The head, your mind, is where all this anxiety is taking place. Remember, we've talked about like your brain and how it's lying to you and how it's all confused. You're kind of getting yourself out of your brain and into what's happening right in front of you, which is nothing except, again, you watching a screen, me watching a lens, or depending on what is happening, maybe you're just eating food. That's all it is. So a big one that you can do is just focus on your breathing and be aware of your breath. And just focus on it as much as you can throughout the entire day. And you can even rehearse a little line to yourself. I know that I am breathing in while you breathe in. And I know I am breathing out while you breathe out. I am breathing in and I am breathing out. And just kind of continue to do that every time you take a breath. Because all that's happening in the present moment is your breathing. That's it. Everything else, everything else that you think of or causes an anxious response, it's not happening right now. All you're doing is breathing. So if you can actually tell yourself, I'm breathing in and now I'm breathing out, you are in the present moment. If you feel the oxygen flowing through you, into your nose and out or out of your mouth, whatever, feeling the air flow, whatever it is, whatever you got to do to put the focus on it, but that keeps you right here in the present moment. And so if you did kind of start your day a little rough with a lot of retroactive jealousy thoughts and it kind of threw you off, start doing that as much as you can. And your mind's going to trail. Your mind's going to trail off. But when it does, just kind of catch yourself and immediately, I know I'm breathing in. I know I'm breathing out. I know that I'm breathing in. I know that I'm breathing out. And again, keep doing that on a loop as much as you possibly can. And you'll notice a difference. Probably in the first day, you'll notice a difference that everything is just much calmer, feels much better for you. So another thing you can do is this is mostly when kind of you're maybe on a walk or outside. It could be inside the house, but look around more at what's around you. Like look around at the plants, look around at the grass, look around at the birds, listen to the sounds of the outside, because that's really going to put you in a more state of presence, is understanding that there's so much more going on than just what's happening in our head, that there's, a beautiful world out there that we tend to be missing out on by doing that. And so if you can go out, even in your house, if you walk around your house a little bit, you walk through your kitchen and look at things, but don't judge them, don't label them, just look. And you can look at your microwave and not label it, oh, that's a microwave, it warms up food. Just kind of look at it, observe it. Probably a little bit boring in your house, but again, you can do it in your house. If you're going outside though, look at a tree. Look at some plants. Don't judge them, don't label them, don't say that's a plant, oh, that's a tree, yeah, I know that. Kind of take a step back from your mind and just look at it without any attachment whatsoever. Just look at it. Just be aware that it is there. And that's really powerful, because that's more present moment than you can ever imagine, is just being aware of something, just looking at it, just staring at it. And I'll have like a little plant in my house sometimes that I'll just look at and stare at and observe it, I guess you could say. Here, I'll grab it real quick. So this is my little plant I have in my room, and basically that's what I will do sometimes, is just look at it, just stare at it, observe it. Again, don't label it as a plant, don't label the color of it, just look and just stare and just take a step back from everything. And that is, again, the ultimate presence. You're not doing anything else but putting your focus into something that is actually in front of you. And it doesn't get more present than that. And again, your mind is going to want to wander. It's going to want to do these things. But with enough practice, you're going to calm your nervous system. You're going to calm the anxiety. And you're going to start finding yourself being in the present moment a little bit more. And the last one I like to talk about is to feel the energy coming from your body, mostly from your hands. And the practice of this is, if you close your eyes, how can you feel that your hands are actually still there? Right? You can't know for sure because your eyes are closed. But actually you can, because you can actually feel the energy kind of coming through the tips of your fingers. I can feel it coming through the tips. I can feel it coming through my palms. And I could say the same thing. How do I know that right now I'm standing on my feet, so I can't do that, but how do I know my knees are still there? And I could sit there and I can literally feel some energy shooting out from my knees. I can feel that in that area. And that's putting you directly in the present moment. You're feeling the kind of physical sensations and things like that. And that's grounding you where you are. You're getting out of your head. You're getting away from the anxiety. You're getting away from the OCD thoughts. You're getting away from the retroactive jealousy. And you're experiencing the now and realizing that in the now, there are no problems. Nothing is wrong currently what is happening. And doing this enough, it's going to place you in the present moment more and more and more. It's going to get you out of your head more and more into the physical of you in the moment. And overall, altogether, the more you do that, the less effect, I will say, the less effect your retroactive jealousy thoughts will have on you, the less of an anxious response you will have to those thoughts. And eventually you will have no reaction whatsoever to those thoughts. And so those thoughts can come and they can go and come and go and come and go, and it will have no effect on you whatsoever. And that is the power of the present moment. So I challenge you to practice some of the stuff we talked about, even as just for a couple minutes here and there. Maybe after maybe you had like a panic attack or an anxiety attack. I used to have those a lot when I suffered from retroactive jealousy. So after that, try one of those exercises and feel as you start to lower. And again, the more you do, the more, one day piggybacks off of another, and you get better and better and better and better and better. If you want more information on present moment, YouTube is great. Eckhart Tolle is fantastic with present moment. He has the book The Power of Now, which is extremely powerful in understanding the presence and being present, and much of what we just talked about here. So hope you enjoyed that video, guys. I know it was a little bit different than the stuff we talked about but in previous videos, but I felt it was necessary for some out there that need that little extra oomph and understanding what's actually happening or what needs to happen in order for them to overcome retroactive jealousy in different ways. So again, if you want more information on the course, that's going to be in the description below. Please click the link. Be more than happy to get you all signed up. If you have one-on-one questions with me, I'm more than happy to answer them. Also, the Retroactive Jealousy community on Facebook, please subscribe below to that as well. That's absolutely free, and I'll leave the link down there too. So hope everybody takes care and has a wonderful day. We will see you in the next video.